I'm Bob Hallmark in Gladewater. We are back on the invasive hog story that is happening here in Gladewater, residential area just off of Main Street here. This has been going on for quite some time, and neighbors had been pleading for somebody to come help, and sure enough, somebody has pitched in to try to help. This is David Baines right here. David, among other things that you do, you're also a trapper, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, what happened? Why did you feel compelled to pitch in and help here?
Well, that's what I do. I'm a firefighter. I'm also an EMT.
Mm-hmm.
I do both of those full time. I just like helping people.
Okay.
These people cried for help. One of my paramedic partners actually linked me to the story. They know I'm a avid trapper here in the local area. I told them I'd be more than happy to help.
Now, were you a little surprised when you found out where it was? I mean, we're in the city limits of Gladewater right here.
A little bit, but it is next to the river bottom, so I'm not shocked at that either. I've been in this local area my whole life. I know all these trails and everything down through here, all these river bottoms, everything I hunt, fish, do all that down through here. So it's not too surprising.
All right. So anywhere that there's a wood line, sure bet there's probably some wildlife somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. So what have you actually pitched in to do here? Now, if you look over David's shoulder, you'll see that there's a trap set up right here. So what's the game plan here? What are you doing?
Basically, I brought one of my biggest traps out here that I made myself. Me and a buddy started this little hog thing, and we like trapping them. So I talked with him, and basically, he's like, bring the big one down there if you got a place to set up. And I monitor it through a Reolink mod system, and I can tap into it 24/7 and watch them.
There we go. This is not just setting a trap and coming back to check it. He has a system here that alerts him on his phone when there's movement or when there's something near it.
Yes,
so
sir.
you can be anywhere and you can actually get pinged, I guess. And
it sends me a notification, and it also sends my buddy a notification. So if I'm not monitoring it, or if I'm at work on a med call or a fire call or whatever, he can drop the gates and monitor the cameras.
Gotcha. So, and that's the trick here, is that you can drop the gate remotely without having to worry about a spring-loaded trap or anything like that. A little bit of a genius here. You actually designed this thing too.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I did.
You've baited it with corn out there, which is the most common bait.
And hog heaven and some pear, deer bait, basically.
Gotcha. So the game plan here is that you're hoping that they overcome their shyness and you get a group of them that'll come walking in and start eating that bait, right?
I'm really hoping so. I'd like to get them out of here, because even last night when I was sitting here watching them, I watched people walking up and down this road over at the park and everything on the other side of us, and I was really thinking them boars were going to charge after them people.
They can be aggressive.
Oh yes.
But obviously the main thing here is that the neighborhood is being torn up, and we know how destructive feral hogs can be. You saw that the neighborhood was being torn up out here, and you decided, you know what, I've got the means, I can help you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm actually shocked at how much damage they have done. Even last night, they came in here and tore all this up again, even more. It's just going to be a process. It's going to be a long process, more than likely, because there's no telling how many we're actually dealing with.
Right. So your best hope is that you can thin them out and maybe get the bulk of them out of here over time.
That's what we're hoping for.
All right. I appreciate it, David.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll have more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV WebXtra, I'm Bob Hallmark.